Hello! This is the One Episode Rule podcast about first impressions. I'm Magpie. We're always going off half cocked here. Didn't even know there was going to be a podcast today. And I don't have anything to complain about because I did actually manage to purchase the PS5.
Yeah,
Finally.
PS5 watch.
And now I have to figure out something else to complain about.
Your internet.
The internet has been bad, but I can't like complain about that like often, because if I am, it means the internet isn't broken.
Yeah,
Right.
you can only complain about it to empty ears,
I
unfortunately.
could scream at the wind.
Uh,
So who are you guys, and how are you doing?
I'm Blackle, and today was a day of accidentally falling asleep multiple times. You'd think that would make me well rested, but no, I feel extremely tired.
You just feel like shit.
Yeah.
It's those danger naps. They'll get
Uh-huh. Yeah.
you. Hi, I'm Joey, and I have abandoned the anime binge watches. True crime is my only true love now.
Yeah, we were talking about watching Making a Murderer.
Making
I
a
might
murderer.
pick up the anime binge watches because I was looking at Netflix for podcast reasons a second ago, and I saw Hunter x Hunter.
Uh-huh.
Got to remember the X.
No, incorrect.
Anyway, I was looking at Hunter x Hunter, and I was just like, you know what? I pay for Netflix. I should definitely watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Anyway,
Yeah, because Netflix does have that.
I was watching. I think I was watching a Drawfee stream the other day where Julia was drawing the characters from Hunter x Hunter, and she she didn't like the show very much, but from what she was describing, the character dynamics and everything, I'm just like, this is just Yu Yu Hakusho without
It-
the punks.
I mean, it's the same writer, right? Like,
I'm pretty
Oh.
sure that title's pronounced Hunter times Hunter.
Oh yeah, Hunter multiplied by Hunter.
Hunter multiplied by Hunter.
Hunter squared. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same author.
Is it the same author? That would be wild.
I think so. I mean, that would explain why it's just the same fucking thing.
I want to know why Hunter Aki's Hunter is like the same thing minus the best elements, which is dumbass Japanese punk teenagers like
Well,
fucking Kurabara.
they had to take out all the cool punks to add in the awful fuck clown. They needed space for the awful fuck clown.
This
you
is
see.
the only characters Julia liked were fucking what's his name, Kurapika.
Karapika.
Kurapika, the guy with
Mhm.
the eye problems, and yes, fucking clown man whose name I can't
Jesus
remember.
Christ, he's
It's
You know, when
Oka.
you say clown, I'm
Yeah.
almost certain it's not going to be a clown I'd like, but I am still curious.
Clown
No,
boy.
you wouldn't enjoy Clown Boy.
He's a bad pervert, man.
Okay,
He's-
I'm going to take your word for it.
He does creep on the children characters, so
That's bad.
it's no good.
He is a villain.
He is a bad guy, to be fair.
So yeah, I'm more likely to actually watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
You should do it.
Plus, because Kurabara looks like my jam, because he looks like the dumbest motherfucker to live on the
He's
earth.
the best character in the show, honestly. He's perfect in every way. So Hunter x Hunter talk.
Yeah,
I don't have any news. Do you have any news for us?
I've got some
Anime-based
news.
News stories.
I've got some news as well.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
shit.
Never know where the fuck this is gonna go. Well, I'm gonna start us off with some light news here. Apparently back like last week, a Twitter user in Indiana, it seems, discovered that the local Kroger is using some interesting tactics to recruit new employees. such as this.
No. Oh no.
I'd like you to appreciate that is very much Dr. Dr. What's his name? Light?
Oh
Is that
god.
Dr. Light?
It's
Can we
someone
watch the
that
Kroger
definitely
anime?
is in a show.
And
We gotta watch
Roll
the Kroger anime.
and Rock as employees at the Kroger.
Kroger employees.
Rock appears to be a butcher, and Roll is in the floral department.
Uh-huh.
And I think the good doctor is a pharmacist.
Yeah, he's a pharmacist.
And a very illegal advertisement
This
that
image harms me.
that they almost certainly did not get the rights from Capcom to use.
But
Could
God,
you
it's
imagine if
funny,
they did though? Like, could you imagine that conversation with Capcom?
That would be
Like,
incredible. I don't know. They did the fucking Hatsune Miku thing with Pizza Hut.
that was
Anything's
Domino's.
possible. I don't care. Let's see. Let's tag in our regular inexplicable merchandise bit.
Oh, good.
This one appeals to me specifically, although I don't quite have the scratch to drop on this. It's a little more reasonable than the stuff we've been hitting lately, though. It, I don't know about you guys, but I make tea pretty often. I make
Yeah.
iced tea in a big pot.
I make tea occasionally.
And my teapot's pretty old. It's a little busted up. It's got sort of a film on the inside from all the black tea, and I'm thinking about replacing it with this excellent new Gundam based
Oh
teapot
boy.
I gotta look
that
at it.
looks like a cast iron Zaku's head.
Wow.
Oh, that's so
I love
good.
that. I love that actually.
It's
I don't
so
even watch Gundam.
I love
so
him.
cute.
That guy.
He's perfect.
Nice.
Mm,
It's fully made
Or-
out of cast iron and probably not actually big enough for what I usually
No.
do.
You gotta brew like 5 to 6. How many tea bags do you put in yours? And how much do you brew at a time?
I usually put in 6 tea bags and pour that into a jug that is filled up with nearly a gallon of water. So
Okay. I usually do 2 liters, but I use like 4 or 5 tea bags.
this is just a little tea ceremony teapot.
Yeah, you couldn't.
So
Just making giant amounts of Texas tea in this like ceremonial teapot.
Texas tea is not what you think it is.
Okay, never mind.
It's just iced tea.
No, Texas tea is specifically a very alcoholic drink.
Oh.
No. I was saying we're talking about
okay.
making iced tea.
Well, anyway, if you're a fan of like hot teas, like white tea or chai, you can drop $250 on this.
Whoa! But it's
Wow.
so cool
But it's very cool.
though.
I got these.
Would you like to do the news? Because I have more news even.
It has
I
a
was-
little blackle intermission.
I was just looking at the NHK World Japan website at the fucking news at a glance pages.
Hmm?
And the first item is, and this is the only item I have for you, but it's giant puppet heading to Tokyo.
Excuse me?
Giant puppet heading to Tokyo. It takes an industrial crane to lift this creation. That's all I have for you.
What's it a puppet of?
It's a
I'll
kaiju.
take a screenshot and I'll send it.
Just gonna wait with bated breath here. Waiting on that screenshot.
Isn't this freaky? I like the way that they've framed it.
What the fuck is this?
Right? I don't know.
This is like
Oh my god!
Right?
it's Nye Titan from Attack on Titan.
It looks like a.
Scary.
Oh my! It's good. Oh, it looks like.
It's heading to Tokyo.
Well,
Yep.
let's be glad it's in Tokyo and we're out
Not
here.
here. Let's move on to news, like actual news that isn't haunting.
Yeah.
Here's something for JoJo. Target
good.
halts sales of all trading cards in store due to scalpers, including
Yeah.
Pokemon cards.
Fuckers. Makes me mad. I don't want to
Their
talk about it.
their statement is apparently for the safety of our guests and our team.
Yes, because people were literally like piling in instantly as soon as like the stock people would arrive to put the cards on the shelves. There were stories of people who stocked the shelves getting followed home in their personal cars. Like
That's fucked
the
up.
scalpers are extreme. It's scary.
Target is following the footsteps of Walmart, who instituted an identical policy earlier this month after dealing with just disruptive tactics and card purchases and people just being assholes to
Yeah,
staff.
people need to stop. People need to calm down so that I can just casually go buy a Pokemon card again. Please, I just want one. One pack.
Just the one.
Just one pack anywhere. You don't want to know how many stores I've been to.
People in the comments of this article are talking about how this is the opposite of what they should do to prevent scalping, and people it's just other people are correctly responding is Target doesn't give a shit if people
Nope.
scalp. They just don't want to have incidents in their fucking stores anymore.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
bad. And to top it off with one thing that I could have predicted actually. Apparently, it sucks to work at Studio Mappa, according to freelance animator Michio, who remarked about it on Twitter after leaving the studio. Apparently, working on Attack on Titan was a fucking nightmare.
Huh. I wonder
Jeez.
why.
Because not even because of the content, just because of the way the studio was set up. They had pretty much all of the freelancers and low-rung animators spend all day correcting mistakes instead of just training the staff to avoid those mistakes to begin with. And management decided that wasn't important, and instead they should work on 4 shows at one time.
That sounds miserable.
That does sound bad.
Pay your artists, please.
Mm.
Money.
It's a real shame because the studio produces great animation, but it does so in apparently the jankiest way possible.
Yeah.
Because it's also responsible for Jujutsu Kaisen and Zombieland Saga Revenge.
Oh shit! Really? Huh? Wow. Alas.
Why can't they can't all be Kyoto Animation?
So, speaking of anime,
So speaking of animations, would you like to watch one?
yeah, you had one in mind, I think.
I figured I'd break it up a little with one that I'd seen bouncing around for a while.
All right.
A couple of months back, actually. I hadn't thought about it in a while, but I thought we needed a new one that might provoke some comment.
Oh boy.
So this time, I'm bringing us The Great Pretender from Netflix.
Oh, okay. I literally thought this was gonna be the week that you dropped Bakianis. I
I'm
thought
not
this
gonna.
was gonna be the one.
It's not Baki time.
It's not ready.
I've already heard from my roommate about Baki. Like no spoilers, but I've heard it's something.
Baki.
You haven't seen any though.
I'll be real. I should have dropped Baki.
It's not too late.
It is too late.
No, I don't want to do it. I'm too embarrassed now.
This is going in the recording.
No.
I will do it then. What would you say if I'm not like the others? What if you say I'm not like the other ones?
Okay, that's not even how. That's.
Is that how the song goes?
No.
Listen, you could have prevented that from happening.
I don't know. I don't know what any of this is.
This is the
It
Foo
was a
Fighters.
Foo Fighters
you know,
reference. The song "The Pretender."
Oh,
Anyhow,
I think it. Well, I think the show's like a reference to the Freddie Mercury song
well,
"The Great
yeah,
Pretender,"
no,
which I was shocked to
I
learn
know they played it
existed
at the end, and I was like, "Holy shit,
at the end
yes!"
of
Wow.
this.
I was like, "Yes, yes."
All right, I'm gonna hit this blurb, and then we can start to talking about this because there's things to talk about here.
Can't believe you embarrassed.
There's so
You made me
much.
embarrass myself, Joey.
I love you, Blackle.
You chose this.
I did. I did
All
choose
right.
to. Well,
Anyway, here's our blurb. A blub.
a blue.
Homestuck. No, blurb. A series of unfortunate events has led Makoto Edamame Edamura to adopt a life of crime, pickpocketing, scamming others for a living. However, after swindling a seemingly clueless tourist, Makoto discovers that, in fact, he was the one tricked, and to make matters worse, the police are now after him. While making his escape, he runs into the tourist once again, who turns out to be a fellow con man named Laurent Thierry. Wait. Oh, no, we have to talk about that in a minute. And ends up following him to Los Angeles in an attempt to defend his proclaimed title of Japan's greatest swindler. Makoto challenges his rival to determine the better scammer. Accepting the competition, Laurent drops them off outside a huge mansion and claims that the target will be the biggest mafia boss on the West Coast. Jumping from city to city, Great Pretender follows the endeavors of Makoto alongside the cunning Laurent and his colorful associates in the world of international high-stakes fraud. Soon, Makoto realizes that he got more than what he bargained for, and his self-declared skills are continually put to the test.
Um,
Okay, Thierry might be a common French last name, but I know it specifically from, I think the guy's name is Peter Thierry. I'm going to look him up real quick.
All I have to say is, why so many animes about French con
right.
artists?
Well, I mean,
Obviously I was going to. Everyone knew this was coming, but of course I do have to make the Lupin connection.
Japan loves France. There's a reason why, like, there's a French bakery on every fucking.
Are there
Japan loves
multiple?
French
Are there multiple,
thieves.
are there
Yeah.
multiple cult dudes named Thierry?
Probably.
Apparently,
It might be a fake name.
Michelle, Pete Thierry. Oh my God. Give me a second. I need to sort this out. I recognize the name from the guy who got that family of noble shut-ins going in the outskirts of
Oh,
Paris.
Oh
oh
my god.
no.
Um,
Wow.
We were just
Um.
talking about that recently, weren't we?
yeah.
I
Also, can I
Let's
ask
talk
you a
about
quick
the
question?
show for a minute.
What happened?
Okay.
What the
What do you
fuck
mean what
happened in this
happened?
show? It was so much. So much happened, and
Okay, let's do a quick rundown, okay?
okay. So the very beginning. Okay, well, the very beginning, he's hanging upside down from the Hollywood sign.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a flashback moment.
Okay, and then, or is it a flash forward moment? Because
It's a flash
then
forward moment. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
and then he's like,
It's
he's
an
like,
in media res.
yeah. Then he's scamming a woman.
Yeah, they execute a pretty classic old people scam.
Yeah,
we
where
should remark that none of the characters in this are morally redeemable, and all of them are kind of assholes.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they do like a water filter, where the first guy is coming around and he's like, "Hey, I'll sell you this water filter. It's the law." And she's like, "No, I know that this is a scam because I
But
got
this
this
is
flyer
bullshit.
from the official people." And
But the
then
flyer
the
wasn't
quote
from the
unquote
official
official
people.
guy comes in
Yeah.
and he's like, I can sell you this actual filter, and he's talking about how the waters are in like within the regulations.
Yeah.
There's a regulation amount of bug parts in this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's enough bug parts for you and your family.
So
And then then they like get the money that way. And
mhm.
then presumably that's still in Japan. So they
Yes,
started
they
Japan
are
and then
still
they
in
go to
Japan.
Yeah,
Um,
and then they attempt to do a really old fashioned drop your wallet scam on a Western tourist,
Uh-huh.
uh, which they think they get away with, but when they get back, they realize that he re-switched the wallets on them and gave them the wallet full of newspaper clippings instead of money,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
also
and so
called the
then he's
cops
like,
on them.
yeah, so then he's like,
Yeah.
revenge time, and he's gonna hunt down. He hops in the same cab as the tourist because he sees him taking off,
Mm-hmm.
and they just hop over to the airport, and he steals someone's wallet there too, and plants a knife on them so that their flight gets canceled.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they
And
get thrown off the fucking plane.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is very funny because they're very like security's very casual about it.
So
They're
yeah,
just like
another nice guy. Gotta get
they're
him out
just
of here.
they're just like, you have to go home, man. You can't bring that up. And it's like a chef's knife. It's a sentoku.
Yeah,
It's something ridiculous.
it's huge. Um, so yeah, then he flies to LA with the tourist. We also have to at some point acknowledge the language thing
Well, okay,
because it's a lot.
they speak a lot of English, and the tourist guy, whose name is Laurent, we'll just call him Laurent, um,
Hmm.
has a light French accent. Well, medium French accent, I would say, and I don't know how
Yeah.
authentic that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Makoto speaks English with just the thickest, weirdest accent you could think of.
It's like he's trying to sound cool in English.
Yeah,
He's like,
it's
I
like
can speak English, and now,
Yeah.
he's trying to sound like Clint Eastwood.
yeah, he can't. It's well, it's indecipherable. I mean, you
And
can
I am
understand
the
him. It's just
greatest.
baffling.
I am the
well,
greatest swindler in Japan. It's like the way he
At
speaks
some
like
point,
he talks like he's on like a fucking like 50s like newsreel
yes,
or something.
he
yeah,
does. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how he learned it actually, because
Could be.
even the French guy comments like he's like, "What is that accent?"
It's not Japanese.
yeah, that was the thing. Was like that was like real stressful. I was just like, oh shit, is that? Oh no!
Is
But
that going to be
when
the
they
whole show? But then they just pop up a screen that says, "From now on, we're not going to do this," and they
Yeah,
just
it's just
switch back to Japanese with English subtitles, which
well,
is
the fact
very
that they
funny.
lampshaded it at all is really great because his friend Lauren is driving and he's just like, why the fuck do you talk like that?
Yeah.
yeah.
uh,
Now I'm
So
just curious how it sounds like in the English dub.
I know.
oh
I
god,
kind of want to watch the English dub of this at some point
I
Here,
and
know.
I'm
see how they handle that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I've
skip just
never.
to that part and see what it sounds like, and then I'll report back real quick.
Oh my god, live on air, huh?
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, this is your show good? I think it's good.
It
This was like extreme. Like I liked it a lot actually. Like it was stylish. The story was interesting. The action was interesting. I mean there weren't like tons of jokes, but they were it was at least
Yeah,
amusing.
there's a
I,
lot of subtle shit that I saw
Yes.
that really interests me. Like Lauren is Lauren is clearly a more experienced con artist than
Mhm.
Makoto
By far,
because he
by
is just
far.
playing him the whole episode,
He's having a good time.
and he's having a great time doing it.
Yes. I
Like I don't even know if I got all of them. That shit with the matching watches. Just like,
Yeah,
wait,
what was that?
did he set all of this up?
I don't know. What did that mean?
Like
Why did he
everybody,
see the watch and freak out?
well, because everybody he had met up to that point was wearing the same fucking watch.
right.
Yeah, that's
That was confusing. I didn't know what that was about.
Which
Also, I did just look at the English dub, and what they do is they have him have an accent, and then after that point, he doesn't have the accent anymore.
That's funny.
It
Yeah.
makes me think that what they're trying to imply is that Lawrence set all of that shit up.
Which is confusing.
To
As,
fuck with him specifically? Like,
yeah, that's what it seems like.
I
It's
don't.
just
That's
like,
what. I was like, that's so outside the realm of possibility in my mind that I was just like, okay, I must have got confused with the timeline here or something like that because. Oh,
like
I don't know.
it leads me to believe that he set that up because he needed a Japanese guy.
wait a minute. Didn't the old man have the watch at the
Yeah,
beginning?
yeah, the old man had that watch. The fucking old lady had a watch that was the same.
What?
Yeah,
Because
they
I
all
thought
had
it
the
was
same
funny
fucking
that he
watch.
commented on the watch early on, and I was like, "What is that? Like, what is that relevant to?" And then it came back at the. It's
Yeah,
baffling. Also,
I
I think it's funny that he just completely ditched that old guy,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
and they never brought him back.
Well, they're
He
First
had a
they're
episode.
con,
moment at the end, I think.
they're con artists. They're just like, we got to get the fuck out of here. Hope you don't get caught.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like good luck wherever you live, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I. It definitely does make you want to watch the next episode to see what the fuck is going on because it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
confusing.
From what I can, well, it's not really that confusing. Like at the base level, just the details are. What the
Yeah.
base level appears to be is that
Yes.
they're gonna try and sell fake drugs to the mafia,
Yes.
Hmm.
which sounds like a great plan.
It does.
Yeah. Really, really smart.
While I was watching the English dub, did you guys talk about the 10-foot vertical leap that their that the woman did? That
That Abby did.
yeah, Abby.
Yeah.
She
She's
like
very
takes the
athletic.
drug and then like does the ahegao face and then does like a 10-foot leap and a backflip and then like dances around and holy crap.
Which becomes great when you realize that it was all an act.
Yeah.
So do you think that? Oh, yeah, he did need a Japanese guy to trick the mob guy, and then he
Needed
needed the
a.
magical watch to make him freak the fuck out. I guess
I don't know.
it
I don't know.
wasn't magical; it just scared him.
I don't know if that was part of the plan.
I don't know. I don't really get that.
I don't
But
yeah.
yeah. Let's go through some notes here because what have I got? We got the strong start where he's fucking hanging from the Hollywood sign, which is a great way to intimidate anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you happen to be in the Los Angeles area.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
that.
Let's see. Everybody in the show is assholes, which par for the course. This is a crime show. Which, by the way,
Girl.
not enough anime are about bad people doing bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an inherently interesting premise.
Mm-hmm.
Need more anime crime dramas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Lupin.
like Lupin. I'm not even sure this counts as a drama, but
It's
let's see.
it's
The
just
intro.
wacky hijinks.
I really
Intro
like
was so stylish.
the style of the intro and the outro. It's got really fuzzy like chalk look to it.
Catch me
Mhm.
if you can ass opening.
Yes.
And it's got it also has sort of Art Deco vibes.
Yeah.
They had
And I'm just
some jazzy stuff going on in there.
it's like
I've never
this looks
seen
nice.
Mad Men, but it looked like Mad Men.
It got some Mad Men vibes. The general like aesthetic of the show is great. It doesn't stand out as much on the characters, but the backgrounds are really nice.
Backgrounds are so gorgeous.
It was
They're
very
really colorful.
clean. Very, very
They
clean.
they do this like art style where like they're like chopped up into like a bunch of little sections,
Yeah, like
and each of
like
those are
little
like
color
just
blocks.
slightly different colors, and it's
Mhm.
really good looking.
Yeah.
It's just generally really nice to look at.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is true, but I feel like it might actually be a like economical way to do backgrounds if you're gonna avoid the bottom of the barrel shit that you see in some isekais where it's
How
just
do you-
like we 3D modeled the background.
Yeah. How do you think they like managed that? Because it almost looks like a filter.
It does look a bit like photo paint over, or at least like
Yeah.
very, very heavy photo reference, because it was.
But like in a very like stylish and pretty way.
Yeah.
Like
I have to assume that they they either painted over actual photographs or they had somebody with like architectural experience because there was a lot of really sharp lines and all of that shit.
yes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, maybe they just got somebody to do that, and then they just unified the style and put a filter over all of it.
Maybe.
I don't think there's anything wrong with photo paint over, to be honest.
No,
Especially
I
if
don't
it's like
either.
their own photos. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially if they like, make it like that fancy.
and that
There's a
pretty.
couple of other ways they could do it. They could have modeled it all out in Blender and done that.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, the only other notes I have are the crane stance, which is a great scene.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
No
good.
mercy.
I liked the pocket sand moment.
Yeah.
Yes. He scoops up some dirt and throws it at
Whips
the
it
little
at the
mob
guy's
guy.
eyes. Yeah.
In these situations, your protagonist is usually like a dipshit, but Edamame here.
Yeah.
Now let's get
Uh,
it correctly. He is a dipshit, but he's an athletic
well,
/ agile dipshit.
Yeah.
he's taken levels in Rogue. Like
Yes.
he does
Yeah.
know what he's doing, like from moment to moment. The long term planning is the problem.
No, yeah.
Because, like, if you were really intelligent, you wouldn't get yourself into these situations to begin with.
He's got a low intelligence score and high dexterity score. How's that?
Yeah. High charisma.
Picking up the dirt was a nice touch. That was pretty clever.
Uh-huh.
I mean, a con artist is just someone who's put all their stats into charisma and dexterity.
You could do like one of those systems where they separate intelligence out into a couple of stats and just say he has
Yeah.
good wits,
Right.
bad foresight.
Mhm.
But yeah, the crane stance moment is great because the Frenchman, Lauren, and Abby, the girl who they found at the mansion, turns out she was a plant.
Yeah,
Go to
she was
find
working
him
for him the
later,
whole time.
and he's just like, I know. He tries the the Asian bluff of I know kung fu,
Right.
and Lauren just trips him, but Abby does kick him in the face.
Yeah.
Kicks him sky high.
With a perfectly executed crane kick.
Uh-huh. It's very good.
What was that? Crane stance. And then they hang him off the Hollywood sign.
Yes.
And then it plays the outro, which is just as beautiful as the intro. Has cats and also has Freddie Mercury
and
singing
Freddie
over it.
Mercury's there, and I could watch the outro only. If they just made the whole show be just the outro, I could watch it 500 times. I loved it so much.
It was so good. I was watching it and it was
soulful.
like, this is so Joey Core. It's unbelievable.
Yes, you're so right.
Yeah. It was great. I loved it.
I was sitting there the whole time listening.
Freddie Mercury's there.
I was listening. I was just like, is that
it
him?
Was.
I have to watch the credits really close to see.
Yeah. I was like, is this Freddie Mercury? It can't be. They wouldn't have gotten the license. It was Freddie Mercury.
They got the
say
fucking
in the
license
credits
to the track.
very specifically.
Freddie Mercury, yeah.
Notably not Queen, because they usually do not license their shit out. But
no.
You just fucking know that, like, in like 10 years it's gonna have like get the Neon Genesis treatment where the ending theme is replaced.
Oh my god, and it's gonna be something like dumb.
Yeah. Like,
I'm still mad about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who the fuck was gonna come after them?
Right.
Jesus. Now I'm in a bad mood. I'm angry.
Yeah. Angry about the Neon Genesis ending credits song switch.
Don't be sad because it's over. Be glad because it happened.
Yeah.
So, I guess we have to come to the question: would you watch more of this? And of course you would.
Yes,
It's
definitely.
inherently interesting.
I need to know what happens.
You've got your anime binge that you gotta do, and it's gonna be this, right?
It's
Yeah.
a lot. It's a lot better than I was expecting. I kind of
It's
picked this
pretty
because I kind of picked this because all I had seen was the scenes of Abby taking the fake drugs,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
was just like, "This is gonna be fucking
this is
weird."
gonna be wacky, and it was
It was
actually
wacky,
just
but
good.
it was,
And it was wacky, but in a good way.
yeah, in an intriguing way that I need to know
Yes.
why everyone was wearing the same watch and what the deal with
They
that
probably will
was.
never explain that.
They have to because
I
they will
doubt
confuse
it.
Because you didn't understand it the first time.
Yeah, they have to because it hurts my brain to think about.
Like I said, I think it's part of his scheme that he needed a Japanese guy.
Hmm.
My working theory is that the watches were all specifically planted to make him go crazy.
That is so
So that
extra.
he
I
would
can't.
so that he would look like the drug was affecting him, right? That's
That
I
can't.
don't,
No.
maybe.
That's even worse in terms of like my sanity. So
I think he got hold of the old man, con man. It was just like, hey,
right.
what if
feed me the boy.
I what if I feel like maybe the drug has a slight effect?
I think it's
No.
candy.
I think
Okay.
it's candy. I think it's not a drug at all. The only people that took it were the girl and him. She obviously did the crazy thing because she was a plant. He did the crazy thing because the watch drove him crazy.
Because
That's my
he was
guns and
having
I'm
a
sticking
panic
to it.
attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't. Where do you get the gun?
Oh, he stole it off of the
He
goon.
snatched it from one of the
Oh,
gangsters that were there.
Everybody in this is an incredible pickpocket.
right.
Yes.
uh,
It's like
so yeah, I'm probably gonna watch more of this if I think about watching anime.
yeah.
I don't know. I got a PS5. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You do have got a little bit of stuff to do, huh?
Uh-huh.
Wait, what do you have for PS5?
I
Do
have
you
my
have any
entire
PS5
PS4.
games?
I have my entire PS4 catalog.
Ah, that's
I
fair
got
enough.
Cyberpunk, and
Cyberpunk.
I got a certain game with a certain 9 foot tall. Um,
You got the tall
Oh,
wife, huh?
the tall
yeah,
wife.
yeah, I'm gonna play that. Honestly, she's not even my type. I'm just a Resident Evil fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
And if you really want to know what convinced me to play that game, you should look up the merchant for Resident Evil Village
Is it the big
because
boy?
he is hilarious, and he is the one who told me that the gameplay was going to be what I wanted.
Right.
So, his existence. Brandon, a friend of mine, Brandon, watches an LP. Apparently, that guy cooks food for you that gives you different benefits. I'm just like, why is there so much game in this game? Holy
That's very
shit!
funny. Oh man.
Anyway, if you can tell me why there's so much game in that game, or tell me where to buy that watch, you can do so at one episode cast at gmail.com. That's one the word.
Not the number.
Not the number.
And if you want to steal our wallets, don't do that. But you can tweet us on Twitter
Mine is full
at
of.
one episode cast.
You will find that mine is full of poisonous insects if you do so.
Yes, it's just nothing
Nice.
but scorpions in there.
This is why you don't keep your wallet in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
You shouldn't do that
You,
unless you're wearing jeans.
I have to fight to get my wallet out of my pocket, and I think that that's a good thing.
I've always had my wallet's always been either in my jacket pocket, close to my chest, or deep in my jeans pockets, and I really feel like I would feel somebody's hand on my ass
Yeah,
before they
no,
got away with
I'd
it.
be like, hey, you are literally touching my upper thigh right now. Back
It's
the
just
fuck
like
off.
I am going to do violence upon you if you do not retract your hand.
Our good podcast about pickpocketing.
About hypothetical situations where we beat the shit out of thieves.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we're all real tough, aren't we?
Mhm.
Come at me, Lauren.